Alright everybody, welcome back to another video about indie games. Guys, the developer of the simple game Nova's Cube, a game I tried a couple of days ago, actually it was yesterday, my bad, it's the indie developer's first game on Steam, and they made like a bullet hell game, and I kept dying. Like when I launched the game I would immediately die and nothing even hit me. So the developer has let me know that he has fixed the game, and he's working on the sound issues with the second developer right now. But I want to go ahead and show you guys what's going on right now. And I want to, more than that, I want to help out this indie developer make this 2D game better, because I've made lots of 2D games myself, and I've learned a lot along the way. So if you're an indie game dev and you make, you're thinking about making an indie 2D game, then this video might help you as well. It's pretty important, and I'm going to share with this indie developer exactly how you can make your games feel and play a lot better if you're making like a shooter game like this. So let's go ahead and jump in, guys. I want to show you what I'm talking about. I also want to show you guys that this indie developer has fixed the problem of me instantly dying over and over again. If we go into settings here, if we just leave these at minimum, this is a problem before, the sound's still going to be really loud. So when we come in here, yeah. So you see that, the thing is, you see that I'm putting my cursor like almost right on these guys. But this is, let me go ahead and get out of this, guys. But you saw that I was putting my cursor, my targeting cursor, like right on these moving targets. And it was extremely hard to hit them. And I want to go ahead and share with this developer how he can easily fix this, because I had the same exact problem with my first game on Steam in 2017 when I launched an Asteroids type game. So let's go ahead and get out of here. And I want to go ahead and start off by sharing my paint program. And what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go ahead and do a paintbrush. We're going to go ahead and make the enemies be like this. Let's say this is your enemies. I don't remember what color you were, but let's just say you're this guy, right? And here is your bullet. So you're firing bullets at this guy, right? And you're putting your cursor, I was putting my cursor like right on the target, but I was missing like 90% of my shots, even though I was very close to hitting him. So this is a problem, an easy, very easy problem to fix, and it might be surprising on exactly what you need to do to fix it. So right now, to this developer, I'm guessing your bullets, the hitbox is exactly the same size as the bullet. So no bigger than the bullet. And what this creates is a situation where if a bullet goes right by one of the mobs, even if it misses it by just 1 pixel, it's going to be a miss. And what this leads to is extreme player frustration, right? This is super frustrating to try to hit enemies that are moving and be pixel perfect on your shots. It's almost impossible. And that's going to make a very frustrating game. And this, I'm like, and I just want to quit because it feels like it's almost impossible. So it's an easy fix, guys. To fix this, all you need to do, obviously you don't want to make the hitbox on the enemies bigger than what they are, because then if they touch you, like let's say you touch them and you die, or you get injured or whatever. So you don't want the enemies to be too big, because then that would feel cheap if they came next to you. But what you do want to do is simply make this hitbox for your bullet, make it like probably 4 to 8 times as big. So let's say your hitbox right now, let's say the bullet size, let's say it's 4 pixels by, I don't know, 10 pixels, because it looks like they're kind of long, right? That's how big your bullet is. I would actually make this hitbox for this bullet, I would probably go on a 4 by 10. I'd probably go probably about 16, and then make the length of this thing probably at least 32. Well, though I'd probably go 40, to be honest. Yeah, I'd probably make it about 4 times as big and start there. So obviously you're not going to show the bullet that big. You're going to keep your bullet the same size, right? But you're going to create a hitbox around every bullet that's way bigger, like 3 to 4 times as big. That way, if you get a bullet that goes like right by it, you're still going to get the hit. Now, if you're the enemy, you can't do this like in a multiplayer game, right? Because then whoever this player is going to feel like they totally got cheaped out. But the enemy, the AI enemy, is not going to care if he gets hit. But what this is going to do is it's going to make the player feel really happy. The player is not even going to notice that he didn't actually get that hit, even if the bullet goes like right by here, and this guy gets wiped out, even though it's that far away. You want to do that so that your player feels happiness and joy by getting those hits that he really shouldn't be getting. Try this. Try making your hitbox a lot bigger on these bullets. And again, this is only in a single player game where you're talking about AI enemies. But I guarantee you, if you do this and you play around with the hitbox, make it at least like 3 times as big as it actually is, if not 4 times as big. I believe for Rock and Roll, my first game on Steam, I went in and ended up making my bullet size, my hitbox, like 4 times as big as a bullet, if not bigger than that. But yeah, you definitely want to make this hitbox way bigger than what it is. And I guarantee you, you're going to be a lot happier. You're going to feel the difference. And it's just going to feel a lot better. So hopefully this has helped you out. Yeah, you always want to remember the player's not going to notice when he gets an advantage like this. But he's definitely going to notice, even if, let's say, an enemy comes at him and an enemy gets this kind of hit, even if it's only a few pixels, then the player is again going to feel that frustration. So you always want the game to favor the player big time. You want to make sure the enemies are, even for an enemy box, you might want to make it smaller than the player, so that you wouldn't want to make the enemy hitbox smaller because you want to be able to hit them. You can make the hitbox smaller than the enemy, then again you're going to come up with that situation where a bullet might whiz past them and you don't get the hit. So probably what you want to do is make the hitbox on your bullets bigger and make the hitbox on your player even smaller. Again, yes, it's cheating for the player, but it's going to lead to the player being a happy player, and it's going to feel good to the player. So hopefully this has helped you guys out. Any indie developer, let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you understand this. I know it seems like it's probably cheap, but I guarantee you your games are going to feel a lot better to the player when you do this kind of player advantage, especially in a single player game against AI enemies. So do that, try that to the developer of this game, and I don't just think, I know your game's going to feel a lot better to play once you do this. So hopefully you can also fix the volume issue, because the game definitely has a volume issue. And once you fix the volume problem with your game and you get the game feeling better where, you don't have to be pixel perfect to hit the enemies with your bullets because you make the bullets have a bigger hitbox. Once you do that, I'm sure I can go ahead and turn this negative review to a positive review. But right now, I still can't recommend it in the shape it's in right now, especially with the volume problem and you happen to be pixel perfect on these shots. Yeah, it just doesn't feel very good. So be sure to comment down below, guys. Let me know if this video if you found it helpful or entertaining or whatever. Be sure you comment down below. I would love to know. This has been Zach39. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.